wonderful people. How are you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing amazing. My name is Bianca, but you can call me B, and welcome back to Books with B. So today I decided to make a bookshelf tour that no one asked for. Actually, no. A person asked for it. Just one. So I'm like, sure, let's do it. All of my books are in my room, so you won't really see a shelf. It's more of a book wall. Like the shelves are attached to the wall. I don't really have like a shelf. You'll see it. Let's get started. Voiceover B here. So I just wanted to give you a view on how it is. I do have a rainbow shelf on top and some other random shelves right there. And yes, they're on top of my bed. So if there's gonna be an earthquake, my books will fall on me. And it has happened. But yeah, this is how it looks like when you go in my room. Also, just a fair warning, this will be like a messy video because as you can see, my shelves are high and I kind of got tired while doing this video, but I hope it's still entertaining and I will pass you on to past me. Bye! So back here, let's start here. So here we have most of my graphic novels. I do have a lot of Calvin and Hobbes. I also have some DC and Marvel comics, and I'm just starting with the comics, and then we move to the Black Spines, which is mostly memoirs. I've got Michael Jackson there, One Direction, and some wrestling books, and I have this cute Michael Jackson Funko Pop there. Moving on to the red pile, we have our Les Miserables just facing in front because it's beautiful and it's one of my favorite classics. Also here, I would recommend The Hate You Give if you haven't read it. It's super, super great. It's a YA contemporary that is inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement. And I have this moon that I don't really use anymore. So it's just there. And then let's move on. I have the First Crescent City facing outwards because it's, again, beautiful. I haven't read it, but I plan to, so don't you worry. And we'll go to the yellow piles. I will always recommend anything Erin A. Craig. She is amazing. And Anxious People is actually really great too. So Small Favors is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling, just so you know. And Bunny by Mona Awad. I've been seeing a lot of people loving this, and I loved it as well. And let's move Kevin Owens right here. And then we go here, we have Frankenstein facing outward, because again, beautiful! I know it's not fully green, it still does look a little rainbowy when it's like far away. Moving on. Oh my god, this is actually very tiring. Moving on, we have the Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I will always recommend anything Erin Morgenstern. I love her work. Starless Sea is literally just for people that loves books and appreciate their magic. And I got the 10th Doctor right here. I also would recommend this Miles Morales Spider-Man. If you like your comic books, give that a try. And I have Pride and Prejudice right there as well because it does have a blue spine. But I am planning on having a classics shelves. But yeah, we'll see. Ooh, also, I do recommend The Witch's Heart by Guinevere Gornichet. It is a Norse mythology retelling, and I love it so much. Such a beautiful story. And then we move on to the Black Spines again. And we just have that going on. I do have the 11th Doctor right here. If it's not obvious enough, I love Doctor Who. So moving on. And yeah, that's for my rainbow shelves. I will always recommend this series, An Ember in the Ashes. I love that series with all my heart. So now let's go down to my childhood favorite shelves that will always stick with me. So we do have the Percy Jackson series right here. I have the graphic novel of The Last Olympian, also an illustrated edition of The Lightning Thief. And I have a cute plushie of Pegasus from the Hercules movie when he was a baby. Just so cute. Moving on, we do have the Heroes of Olympus series. They're all in the back, actually, and I just have the House of Hades in front because it's my favorite of these series. And then now we have the Trials of Apollo series. The reason why the the Heroes of Olympus is all the way there is because all of them have different covers, and my OCD will be acting up. So yeah. And the next one, we do have the series that we don't mention, so let's just move on from that. Now let's go to my LOTR shelf. It's pretty small because I don't really have much. I do have the Hobbit movie thing. Yeah. And I do have Legolas and Bilbo there. I do have illustrated works for Fellowship of the Ring, The Hobbit, and The Return of the Ring. I still have yet to buy the Two Towers. It's missing for some reason, and I have the set of 4 of them in leather here. Hold on. Someone wants to say hi. Hi. So this is my black spine shelf. I do have all of the Cirque du Freak right here. And I have the Funko Pop of The Greatest Showman here just because it's my favorite movie. And I thought it fit here because Cirque du Freak, it is circus themed. So we have Twilight there as well. And I do have Edward Cullen there because it was on sale. And why not, right? And I have a plant that my mom gave me. Now, let's move on to my favorite shelves. These are my favorite standalones. I know Skyward is not a standalone. It's just there because the cover looks pretty and it didn't have space on where my Skywards are. Just ignore that. But I do have TJ Klune stuff right there. Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Vicious, The Book Thief. I do have The Alchemist right here and Little Prince. And actually, this one is my copy of The Night Circus. It's just facing there because the 10 pages are just so pretty, and I have another Night Circus. And I got this Bucky mask from Shopee because I love Bucky Barnes. And now we are in my favorite YA fantasy shelf. We got all of Leigh Bardugo's work here, the Grishaverse. We got the Infernal Devices, the Young Elites, and Skyward. And we got Warcross right there. What? Now I'm here. What do you want? I love you. And next, for the last shelf in this wall, is my... I don't know. These are just random books that I liked, but not really favorites. So I will always recommend If We Were Villains, Dark Academia Murder Mystery, Legendborn, Dark Academia as well, and it's inspired by the Arthurian legends. Lost in the Neverwoods is actually such a great Peter Pan retelling. House of Salt and Sorrows, one of my favorites. It's just it doesn't really fit in anywhere of my favorite shelves anymore, but House of Salt and Sorrows is one of my favorites. It's a 12 Dancing Princesses retelling. Amazing. And the Song of Achilles, actually I should move it to my favorite shelves. Song of Achilles is one of my all-time favorites as well, and we have Perks of Being a Wallflower just next to it. I also have some of my mangas right here, and an Ant-Man plushie and a Terriermon plushie. So now let's move on to the other wall. So for this one, it used to be where my current reads are, but then my current reads just overflew. So now I have the 5th season just laying there, and I really want to get to it. Also, so most of these shelves here they're my TBR shelves, so most of them I haven't read. I also have Gravity Falls book right there. So now we have my hardbound TBRs. We have the picture of Dorian Gray just sitting there because it's, again, beautiful. But again, I will be planning on a classics shelves. But right now, that's where he's gonna be temporarily sitting. So for the books that was behind him, I do have a lot of these hardbound books that I really want to get into. It's just I don't have time. I really, really want to get into Raybearer. I heard so much great things about Raybearer. And I also want to get into The Nightingale. I heard that it's one of the best historical fictions. That's World War II. And The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. Oh, I just want it. When will I have time to read this? I have no idea. I got another pothos plant right here, which my mom gave because she loves her plants and she just wants to spread her joy of plants with me. If you haven't watched some of my videos, I do mention that I have a mass copy paperback collection. Here they are. I've read some of these. The Night Circus, obviously one of my favorites. If you love magical realism and just a chill book that can give you magical vibes, The Night Circus is for you. The Phantom of the Opera is actually such a great classic as well. Very scary, and it deals with mental health. The Ninth House. The Ninth House, I can't get it, but The Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, one of my favorite books. It's dark academia and paranormal. It's so great. I love it. I will be reading Norwegian Wood soon. So the next shelves is actually more of just a pile of random books. It's mostly poetry and nonfiction. I don't really touch them that much, but I really want to delve into more poetry soon. So we'll see. I'm really leaning into that Poets of the Underground. It's like just random poems from the underground, the London train system. I can't reach over there, but it's just a pile of my Geronimo Stilton books when I was a kid. I mentioned that Geronimo Stilton is what made me love books besides Percy Jackson. So there they are. And yeah, that's what we have here. And next to it is my adult fantasies that I plan to read real soon. And this is my wrestling shrine, which we won't talk about because there's no books there. There is one book though. There is the Young Bucks book. It's their story, how they became great professional wrestlers. This one is a pile of shame. So these are the books that I wanted to read but couldn't get into. I don't want to DNF them with Strange the Dreamer. I just have it there because I don't want to DNF it. I did start it, but I don't know. I just thought that it wasn't in the mood for it. But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna pick it up again. And this one, these are my current reads, so it's not all shame. Also, I do place some of my current reads here, which I have Meditations by Marcus Aurelius in my iPad, which I am reading 101 essays that will change your mind. And I have All Might Funko Pops. Let's move on. So this is my pride pile. Hold on, let me get the things out. So this is my pride pile. All of these are queer books, and I made them form into a rainbow. So we do have Red, White, and Royal Blue, Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, Felix Ever After, The Priory of the Orange Tree, The Magic Fish, The Extraordinaries, Cinderella is Dead, and One Last Stop. I've actually read all of these except for The Priory of the Orange Tree, which I will get to soon. I would definitely recommend The Magic Fish by Trung Le Nguyen. It's such a wholesome, queer graphic novel. And now we are at our last stop. My god, I didn't know this was gonna be exhausting. I think just because, it's up there, I kind of feel exhausted now. But this is my TBR cart. The first row is just my notebooks, which let's ignore that. And the second row, these are the books that I want to get into real soon. I really, really want to get into Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro, The Secret History by Donut Hart, and obviously my Grady Hendrix books. I love Grady Hendrix. If you love your horror reads, please give him a try. He's amazing. And yeah. Oh, also, I do have I have the Throne of Glass series here. They're all facing their pages because I'm ashamed to look at them because I haven't read them. Like, see here, I've read the first two and 10% of the third one, and then I just suddenly stopped. Please, please let me know if the Throne of Glass series is still worth it. I don't know if I'm gonna sell them or if I really want to read them. It's just, I feel so bad if I don't read them because they're all hardbound and they're beautiful. So yeah, those are my bookshelves. They're a lot. And I will talk to you right now. So that's it for my bookshelf tour, if you can call it a bookshelf. I really love my shelves, to be honest with you. I love how they look. They are a little aesthetically pleasing with the plants and stuff. But yeah, if you like what you see, please do consider hitting that subscribe button and that like button and that bell notification icon to know when I post a new video. Please comment down below if you've seen your favorite books in my shelves, and please try to convince me to read the books that I have in my TBR shelves, because they have been untouched for a great amount of time. So yeah, thank you again so much for watching. If you're still here, you're a freaking champ. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah! Bye!